Hello guys, welcome to Learning and Fun. In this video of Learning and Fun, we are going to solve a Rubik's Cube. So let's start with the basics. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. So there are 3 layers in a Rubik's Cube. The layer with white on the top is the top layer. The layer between white and yellow is the middle layer. And the layer with yellow on the bottom is the third layer or the bottom layer. So there are 3 pieces in a Rubik's Cube. The first is the centerpiece. There are 6 centerpieces in a Rubik's Cube. The second is the edge piece. There are 12 edge pieces in a Rubik's Cube. And the third is the corner piece. There are 8 corner pieces in the Rubik's Cube. So let's move the cube now. So as you guys can see, no matter how I move, the centerpiece stays in its place. So in this solve, we are gonna see the centerpiece and solve the Rubik's Cube. So let's begin with the notations. There are many notations in a Rubik's Cube, like up, front, back, bottom, down, right and left. In this video, we are only gonna see up, right, left and front. So let's begin. The first is up. A counterclockwise turn on the top means capital U with a prime symbol. And a clockwise turn means a capital U. The same applies on right, left and front. And another notation is any side with the number 2. That means you have to turn on any side 2 times. If you turn clockwise, it will be the same like if you turn counterclockwise. So if no matter which side you turn, it will be the same. So let's begin solving the cube. First, I am going to mix the cube. So as you guys can see now, I have mixed the cube. We will start solving with the third layer on the top. With the yellow center. So after it will solve, it will look like this. like a daisy pattern with a yellow center in the middle and white edges on the sides. So as you guys can see, I have the yellow center on the top and there is a white edge on the front side. So I'll just move a R turn and bring it on the top. So there is a white edge on the top. Next, we have to bring the second edge. But if we bring the second edge, it will knock down the first edge. So we have to make a space empty for it, then it bring it on the top. Same like that on the left. If I move it on the top, it will knock down the edge which is already there. So I will empty a space and put it there. Another thing you might come across is the edges on the side. You have just to do a L turn and it will bring it on the top. Now the next thing you may come across is the white edge is on the bottom. So if we move any turn, it will not come at the bottom. But if we bring it on the side and put it on the top, it will come. So if the edge is on the top, we have to just do the same with while it was in the bottom. So as you guys can see, you have just learned to make a daisy pattern. Now how to make a cross, white cross. Now you have to see the other color on the edge piece. First you have to match the color with the edge piece. Then do a double turn, which will bring it to the white side. Just like that you have to do it for all the colors. Just bring it on the bottom and it's done, and this is the last color. So we have made the white cross. Now you can see that all the colors are matching. So the next step is to make all the corners face white. So for this we will learn an algorithm. We'll term this algorithm as the right algorithm. In this algorithm says us to do a R, a U, and a R prime, and a U prime. So first, we have to make the corner place where it should be. On the top of where it should be. So as you guys can see, it is on the top of white, red and green. So now you have to repeat the right algorithm until it is solved. So as you guys can see, now it is solved. Now just like that you have to do it in the other corners. So you have to just place it on the top by moving the third layer. Now you have to do the right algorithm and it is solved. So that was pretty easy, right? Sometimes you can face this when the corners are wrongly put. So just you have to do is take any corner and put it in the place of that white corner. And the white corner will come on the top. Now you can place it in its correct position. This is also the same problem. You have to just bring it on the top and put it in its correct position. So we have just solved the white and you can see a T will be formed. So the next step is to solve all the edges. Next algorithm we are going to learn is the left algorithm. In this algorithm says us to do L prime, U prime, L and U. So in total we have learned two algorithms, the right algorithm and the left algorithm. So mainly we are going to use these two algorithms to solve this Rubik's cube. So let's begin solving the cube. So you have to see the edges which will come in the sides. Like this, red and blue edge. First we have to match the color red with the red side you have. Like this. Now it is matched. This is another example for matching. So you have to put the edge on the right. So to put the edge on the right, there is an algorithm. This algorithm is U, then a righty alg, then a cube turn. A cube turn to right means you have to turn your cube to right. A cube turn to left means you have to turn your cube to left. Turn your cube to right and do a left algorithm. So you can see this is solved. So let's do another. Now here we have to do it, put it on the left side. So you have to do a U prime, then a lefty alg, then a cube turn to left and a righty alg. Sometimes you may see a edge change its place. So just you have to do it, put any edge with a yellow in the place of that edge and you can repeat the process. So we have just solved 2/3 of the cube. At last we have to just do, in this step we have to just make a yellow cross. To do this, the first case is you can see a yellow line. If you see a yellow line, you have to do a F, then a righty alg, then a F prime. If you do this, your cube will have a yellow cross. The second case is L. If L is faced any side, you can face your L like this. And if it is faced like this, you have to do a small r. A small r means moving both the sides at the same time. You have to do a small r, then a righty alg, then a small r prime. Now you can see a yellow cross is ready. Now the third case is you can only see a white dot. In this, first you have to do a F and a righty alg and F prime. If you do this, you can see a L. And you already know how to solve a L. So now the cross is ready. So the next step we are gonna do is make sure that all the corners are in their correct position. With correct position, I mean that if the corner has a red, blue and orange, I mean red, blue and yellow, it should be in between the red, blue and yellow. If it's not there, there are only two cases which you are gonna face. In the first case, you have to do a adjacent swap. Adjacent swap means you have to just change the place of two corners which are adjacent. For that, you have to do the righty alg for 3 times, then do a cube turn to right, then the lefty alg for 3 times. If you do this, all the corners will be correctly positioned. In this solve, I was lucky that I didn't had to make sure that it should face same side. But here, you can see that these two corners are not correct. So we have to do a diagonal swap. To do a diagonal swap, you have to first do adjacent. First, you have to do an adjacent swap, then another adjacent swap. By doing two adjacent swap, you can create a diagonal swap. Now you have to just correctly position it. Now you can see that the blue, red and yellow is in its place. The orange, blue and yellow is already solved and the red, green and yellow is also already solved. Now to make sure that the corner is facing yellow on the bottom, you have to keep the corner on your right side and do the righty alg until the corner is correctly positioned. As you can see, the corner is correctly positioned. Then we will move to another corner which is not correctly positioned and again continue the righty alg until it is solved. So as you guys can see, it is solved. Now in the last step, we are going to just interchange the places of the edge piece so that the cube is solved. The first case you're gonna face is there is a bar and the other colors are not solved. So First you have to do a righty alg facing the bar, then a lefty alg facing the bar, then 5 times the righty alg and 5 times the lefty alg. If you do this, your cube will be solved. The second case you're gonna face is there are no bars and all the colors are mixed. So you have to face any side. And do the righty alg, the lefty alg, and 5 times righty alg and 5 times the lefty alg. If you do this, you will get a bar. Then you have to solve the cube, as said earlier. So your cube is now solved. Another thing you're gonna face is you have a bar and then you follow the steps. After you do the steps, your cube is still not solved. You have to do the step again and your cube will be definitely solved. So I hope you enjoyed my video. Make sure to subscribe my channel, like the video if you found this helpful. Thank you.